Hello traders, good morning. My name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst on Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report, where I will show you decent trading occasions and I will tell you what's going on the markets. First, the calendar, and today's calendar is pretty empty. As you can see, we do not have any important data today, maybe apart from the rate statement, which actually will be in midnight. So we can say it will be today. So rate statement, rate decision, press conference. We are expecting the rate to remain the same. So if you're planning to open a position with New Zealand dollar today, that is not the best idea if you have tight risk control and money management. If you're looking for volatility, you're looking for excitement on the market, yes, you can open a trade. Definitely will get volatility on New Zealand dollar with any other currency. So for those traders who seek safe, who seek low risk strategies, stay away from New Zealand dollar. If you're looking for volatility and high risk strategies, we should get some volatility on the New Zealand dollar. Okay, let me turn on the charts and let's see those instruments that we analyzed yesterday. First is American dollar to Japanese yen, which bounced yesterday from this long-term uptrend line here and came back above this horizontal resistance. That was positive. I had a long position here, but my stop loss was triggered there. So yesterday I was like, my stop loss was touched and the price went higher. But today Japanese yen is much stronger. I also do have a short position on the Swiss franc to Japanese yen, so I'm benefiting from this stronger yen. The price broke the long-term uptrend line, this blue line, and it's not looking good. We have the last support here on this low pink line, and this is this long-term upper line of the symmetric triangle. So if the price will come back below this area, below the black line, below the pink line, that will be a super strong sell signal. So watch out for that. That can be really, really negative. Next one is euro to Australian dollar, which went lower yesterday, and bounced from this support, which we marked this support few weeks ago, so it wasn't a surprise for us that the price can respect this. What is happening here? We have a support from those lows, we have a resistance from this high, and we also do have a combination of two Fibonacci's. So first one is 38.2 of this downtrend, and second one is 23.6 of this uptrend. As you can see here. Okay, so we do have this combination of two Fibos, so there is no surprise that the price is bouncing here. Now, the price found the local resistance here. It won't be a surprise if the price will come back here. That is generally expected, that you had a drop and a pullback and a further drop. I have a short position here. I think it was open somewhere here. My stop loss is already on break even, so I would prefer the price to go lower straight away. I don't need a pullback, but I cannot do nothing with that. I have those two positions open and both of them are on break-even points, so I cannot lose money on them. There are positive swaps here, so I'm just gonna wait for the money to come on my account. Once this support will be broken, I will lower my stop loss above this resistance, and we will see what will happen. In general, on a daily chart, everybody's waiting for this head and shoulder pattern. So a left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. Everybody's waiting for the breakout of the yellow area and then the uptrend line, and then everybody's waiting for the contact with the long-term neckline of this head and shoulder formation, and most possibly a further drop. New Zealand dollar to American dollar. As you can see, we had the symmetric triangle formation, but sellers are waiting for the interest rate decision and statement. Well, the consensus is that we won't have a rate change, so everybody's actually waiting for the statement to see if we can expect a rate changes in the nearest future. So as long as we stay below the green area, there's still a sell signal. Breakout of the orange area will prove the negative sentiment and will reopen the case for a short position here. So we should see a further drop here, aiming new lows. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. Here definitely we should see volatility. So we do have a positive sentiment since we broke this upper orange line. We do have also this dynamic support here. In general, we should see the further upswing here, aiming those highs. And that will happen once the statement will be slightly more dovish than hawkish, because for the upswing we need to see New Zealand dollar being weaker, and for New Zealand dollar to be weak we need to see a dovish statement from the Bank of New Zealand. American dollar to Canadian dollar, that is a very nice trade occasion, and on a weekly chart, because you can see an upswing here, there is a correction, and the correction is a wedge. And recently in June we broke the upper line of the wedge, which triggered us a buy signal. As very often happens after the breakout, we do have a pullback, and this pullback almost tested this upper line of the wedge, but failed to test it as for now, because it stopped on a mid-term uptrend line. Well, mid-term, long-term since February, as you can see. So we bounced, and the price is in a flag. Flag is a trend continuation pattern, so it should result with a further trend, with a further uptrend. We do have this horizontal support, now resistance. Once the price will come back above this resistance, use it as a support and break the upper line of the flag, we will have a strong buy signal. So it would be absolutely amazing to see something like that here, or maybe I will draw you on H4 chart here, here, and here, something like that. And that would be beautiful and very technical. As for now, the price is locked below the red area, and we are waiting for the breakout, which is very, very probable. Euro dollar on a daily chart is drawing a shooting star, and oh my gosh, that can be a super strong sell signal. Drop, symmetric triangle, drop, retest, drop. But I will wait for the evening to see what is going to happen here. On H4 chart, you can see that the price bounced from 38.2 and from those lows from the end of July. So a drop, retest, and a drop. With this kind of price action, I'm waiting for the price to touch the green horizontal support and to break this horizontal support. And now Swiss franc to Japanese yen, where I do have a short position, and this is awesome in the long term. I'm waiting for more. So we have this double top formation, 1, 2, breakout of the horizontal support, retest of the support as a resistance, double top formation, 2 shooting stars. On a daily chart, you can see that there is a drop, there is a wedge, and now we're breaking the lower line of the wedge, and that can be potentially super strong sell signal. This candle should leave no hope for the sellers, for the buyers. The sell signal is on. We can see a small reversal, but in general that should end up with a strong downswing aiming at least this support, or maybe they will try to bounce a bit earlier, like here, which we're still gonna have like 200 pips for this line. I think I opened my position somewhere there. Stop loss ahead 110 pips. Potential take profit 250 or even 360 if we'll go here. We'll see, the swaps are positive, so we can go with carry trading here without any problem. All right, now let's come back to the instruments that we didn't analyze yesterday. I think we finished an Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. Let me check Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Okay, here on the weekly chart, there is this downtrend correction. It should result with further drop, but for this we need to wait a little bit more because it's a long-term setup. Here nothing. Euro to New Zealand dollar, well, we all know what is happening here. Upswing flag and upswing. Maybe we'll get a signal today. So there is this horizontal support, there is this horizontal resistance, but at the same time we do have this line. Let's do like this, and there is this smaller pattern here. We should see the breakout of the upper line and the breakout of this horizontal resistance, but we will see. We'll see if this is going to happen. I will leave this instrument here because we should get some answers after the statement from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. Okay, New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. What is happening here? Nice resistance. Downswing, triangle, downswing, drop, and a reversal. That can be an interesting opportunity. Let's check Fibos. Still far from 23. Let's check those Fibos. 38.2. So this is actually a good selling opportunity here. There is also one. Okay, this line can be tested soon. Here. So this is first interesting resistance that the price can bounce from, but here is another one, because here you have a combination of two Fibos and the uptrend line here. So that can actually be a good selling opportunity. Also, I'm gonna leave this instrument here and we're gonna wait for the reaction for the statement from the New Zealand Bank of New Zealand. But yes, situation looks interesting. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Sideways trend, downswing, sideways trend. That's hourly chart. H4 chart, D1. Well, in general, this pair promotes a further drop, but also we need to wait for the statement. This can actually be an interesting selling opportunity. American dollar to Danish crown. Symmetric triangle, breakout, retest. It looks positive. American dollar, Singaporean dollar, similar to this one. British pound, New Zealand dollar. So British pound is very weak at the moment. And here on this instrument, we do have today a major sell signal. Also, cable is going down sharply. So that is a good sell, if only not the New Zealand dollar. But don't worry, if you don't want New Zealand dollar, you can open short here or try one of the shorts on other pairs with British pound. Like British pound to, for example, Australian dollar, new drop, Canadian dollar, new drop, Swiss franc, new drop, or the best one, the Japanese yen, because Japanese yen is strong, British pound is weak. Horizontal support is broken. That is very, very negative situation here. And an invitation to go short. The closest support is here. So we still have a lot of time and place to reach it. In terms of the risk to reward ratio, we sell here, stop loss here, 130. Risk to reward ratio is 1:1, so it's not the best that you can get. Let me check American dollar to Russian ruble. There was this symmetric triangle, and we said that this American dollar should climb higher. And it's climbing higher. The thing is that swaps are not good here, so it's not worth keeping for a long time. But there is a buy signal on American dollar to Russian ruble, definitely. Silver. That's a sideways trend. Below the resistance here. Only the comeback above this resistance can save the buyers. That is a symmetric triangle. Here, and buyers should wait for the breakout of the upper yellow line, and sellers should wait for the breakout of this lower line. Also, let's check gold. Not this one, not this one. I don't use indicators. And gold also is having this horizontal resistance here. Let me check the Fibos. Here, 61.8. Price being below 61.8 should end the bearish dream, end the bullish dream, but they still have hope. And 61.8 was respected with quite good accuracy. Here and here. Let's make like that. Price coming above this blue line will not be a buy signal itself. It can be an invitation to go long, but the price coming back above the yellow area will be a buy signal, because that would create a double bottom formation. So buyers have to wait for this. Let's check the dollar index. There's here a few days break, unfortunately, but it's not a problem if we look on a daily chart, because on a daily chart buyers stopped potential reversal, then left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Sellers had a chance to push the price lower, but buyers created this upswing, and that's a failed head and shoulder formation, which should result with further upswing and a further strength of the American dollar. Let's check DAX. American indexes are pushing higher. DAX is struggling a little bit. Also, head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head and right shoulder, does not look too good for the DAX. Let's check FTSE. That was beautiful because FTSE created a sell signal here, which was denied. Now index is coming higher because it's going higher because pound is weaker, and we will get a strong buy signal once the price will break this area. FTSE is supported by the weaker pound, but also by American indices. For example, S&P 500, which is close to the all-time highs. We'll see if we'll get some supply there, if traders will try to create a double top formation or not. But that's interesting what's gonna happen here. Or maybe we'll see 3,000 points here. Who knows? Who knows? Oil is bouncing from this uptrend line. Here, uptrend line, double top, trend line. We can get a breakout of this line and a drop. We'll see what is going to happen. This horizontal support, price breaking this horizontal support will be a sell signal. And now Bitcoin, because crypto market is getting hammered right now. Most of the altcoins, most of the cryptocurrencies are getting battered. And well, we have some spaces here because crypto market is trading over the weekend. And we don't have quotes from the weekend. So what we're having here is inverse head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head and right shoulder, upswing, reversal. We had a small bounce on the neckline, but the neckline got broken and now we're heading much lower. Usually you should connect the bottom of the head with the bottom of the right shoulder for the last support, and it's being broken right now. So we're coming back to the negative sentiment, and we should get $5,700 for one Bitcoin soon. Once this one will be broken, well, bad news for all the hodlers. There is this downtrend line, so that could be considered as a false breakout. Downswing, false breakout, downswing, upswing, false breakout, downswing. So Bitcoin is heading back to 5,700 dollars. I'm sorry. Okay, let me recap the situation for you. American dollar to Japanese yen is very close to cancel major buy signal. Price coming back below the black line will be a sell signal. Euro to Australian dollar, hopefully for me, because I have a short position here, the price will eventually break this yellow line without testing this line, but this test is very probable because that is generally what is happening. Stronger New Zealand dollar, so hawkish Reserve Bank of New Zealand will cause a drop here because our Australian dollar is correlated with New Zealand dollar. And if New Zealand dollar is getting stronger, also Australian dollar is getting stronger, and vice versa. New Zealand dollar to American dollar, breakout of the orange line, sell signal, but remember about the statement today. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar, buy signal, but remember about the statement. American dollar to Canadian dollar, breakout of the upper blue line will give us a buy signal. Euro dollar, sell. Swiss franc to Japanese yen, sell. Euro to New Zealand dollar, possibly buy, but remember about the statement. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar, nice sell, but remember about the statement. Silver, waiting for the breakout. Gold, waiting for the breakout. And Bitcoin is a sell, aiming $5,700. So, dear traders, this is the market today. This is the market. A few trading occasions. I do have 2 trades myself. Remember to stay safe on the market. Use stop-loss orders. And in the meantime, if you would like to check our trading ideas and views, do not hesitate and visit our Twitter account and our website alpari.news and YouTube channel and our Facebook page. You have a lot of content there. Thanks very much and goodbye.